Hey everyone. I wanted to take a moment to apologize for the lower visual quality in some of my recent videos. I know visuals matter, and I completely understand how that can affect the overall experience. I'm actively working on improving resolution, scaling, and overall presentation as I continue to grow and learn. If you took the time to watch and felt disappointed by the visuals, that's valid, and I appreciate the honest feedback. My focus has always been on atmosphere and storytelling, and I'm grateful to those who've stuck with my work while I work on improving the visual side. If you enjoy my content and would like to support my artistry directly, I do have a Patreon. Support there goes toward better tools, higher quality visuals, and more consistent releases. And it truly helps me improve what I create. Thank you for your patience, your support, and for being part of this journey. More improvements are coming. The smoke alarm in my apartment has always been sensitive. Steam from the shower sets it off. Burnt toast, dust. So when it started beeping late at night, I assumed the battery was dying. You know the sound. One sharp chirp every minute, just enough to keep you awake. The first night, it started around 2 a.m. I was already half asleep when the chirp snapped me awake. I sat up and listened. Nothing. A minute later, beep. I groaned, climbed out of bed and stood under the alarm. Silence. I waved my hand. Nothing. I went back to bed. Beep. I got up again, stood directly beneath it. Still nothing. I replaced the battery the next morning. The following night, it happened again. Not while I was awake. Not while I was brushing my teeth or scrolling on my phone, only after I drifted off. Beep. I shot awake, heart racing. Silence. I stared at the ceiling, breathing shallowly. Another minute passed. Beep. I didn't get out of bed this time, I just listened. Beep. Exactly 60 seconds apart. I sat up. Nothing. The alarm only chirped when I was lying down. The old woman was sitting on the bench outside the building the next evening. Gray coat, hands folded, watching the upper floors. My smoke alarm only beeps when I'm asleep, I said. She nodded slowly. It's checking, she replied. Checking what? I asked. She looked at my windows. To see if you're still listening. That night, I stayed awake on purpose. Coffee, lights on, TV murmuring in the background. I lay in bed but kept my eyes open. No beeping. At 3 a.m., exhaustion crept in anyway. My thoughts slowed. The room softened. I blinked. Beep. I jolted upright. Silence. I stood on the bed and pressed my ear close to the alarm. Nothing inside it hummed. No low battery sound. I slept sitting up in a chair that night. No beeps. The next night, I tested something else. I lay down but kept my eyes open, focused on the ceiling fan. Counted rotations. No sound. I closed my eyes for 2 seconds. Beep. I opened them again. Silence. My skin crawled. The alarm didn't care if I was awake. It cared if I was resting. On the fourth night, the beeping changed. Instead of one chirp, there were two. Beep. Beep. Closer together. I stayed in bed, heart pounding, counting the seconds between them. They weren't evenly spaced anymore. The pauses varied slightly, like something was adjusting. I got out of bed and stood under the alarm. Silence, but I noticed something new then. The air smelled warm, not smoky, not burnt, used. I slept on the couch that night, propped upright. At 2:17 a.m., the smoke alarm beeped anyway. Once. I sat straight up. Silence. I wasn't lying down. The next evening, the old woman shook her head when she saw me. It's learning, she said. What happens if I ignore it? I asked. She looked at me carefully. Then it assumes you can't hear anymore, she said. That's not how smoke alarms work. She smiled faintly. That's not what it is. That night, I unplugged it completely, pulled it from the ceiling, left the wires exposed. I slept deeply for the first time in days, until I woke to the sound. Beep! The alarm was back in place, mounted, glowing faintly. Beep! I lay frozen, staring at it. A soft new sound followed the beep. Not loud, barely there, like breath drawn slowly through a narrow space. I didn't sleep after that. The next day, maintenance swore they hadn't entered my apartment. No work orders, no keys used. That night, I did something stupid. I lay down in bed and let myself fall asleep. The beeping started immediately, not sharp, gentler now, rhythmic. beep, beep, beep. Between the sounds, I heard something shifting above me, not in the ceiling. Closer. The air grew warmer, heavier. I sat up. The beeping stopped instantly. I realized then what it was doing. It wasn't warning me of smoke. It was making sure I didn't go too deep, didn't stop reacting, didn't become still enough. Because the moment I stayed asleep longer than a minute, the alarm didn't beep. It stayed quiet. And something else moved. Tonight, I'm writing this sitting upright in bed. The alarm is silent, patient. I'm exhausted. My vision blurs when I blink, and I understand now. The smoke alarm isn't broken. It's guarding the room, not from fire, from whatever notices when people finally sleep all the way through the night.
My shower drain has always been slow. Old beep, mineral buildup. The kind of problem you ignore until it becomes inconvenient. Water pools around my ankles when I shower. Never dangerous. Juste annoying. Until it started responding to sound. The first time I noticed, I was humming absent-mindedly while washing my hair. The water stayed low, swirling lazily around the drain. I stopped humming to rinse. The water level rose. No fast. Just enough that I felt it. I shifted my feet. Liste ned. The water kept rising. I hummed again, louder this time. The water drained immediately. I stood there, shampoo dripping down my face, heart thudding. I stopped humming. The water crept back up. I finished my shower singing softly, feeling ridiculous. That night, the old woman sat on the bench outside my building. Grey coat, folded hands, watching the window steam up. My shower floods when I stop, making noise. I said, "Je no dead." "Drains don't like silence," she replied. "That's not how plumbing works," I said. She smiled faintly. "Plumbing listens," she said. "Especially when it's old." The next morning, I tested it. I turned on the shower and stood still. No yiming. No sanjing. The water climbed steadily, calf high in under a minute. I panicked and clapped my hands. The water dropped instantly, like it had been waiting. I started keeping a radio on in the bathroom. Low volume. Just enough noise. The water behaved, until one night, the power flickered. The radio cut out. Silence filled the bathroom. The drain gurgled. Water surged upward, violently, splashing against the tub walls. Première chutade. The water hesitated. I shouted louder. Hydropède. I stood there yelling until my throat hurt, until the tub drained completely. The next evening, I tried recording noise on my phone. White noise, music, podcasts. The drain ignored them. It only responded to me. My voice, my breath, mi présence. The old woman shook her head when I told her. "It wants to know you're still there," she said. "What happens if I'm not?" I asked. She looked at the building. "Then it fills the space," she replied. That night, exhausted, I took a long shower. My voice grew hoarse. My humming faltered. The water rose higher than before. Thigh-high, warm, heavy. I yelled until my chest burned. The water dropped. I stumbled out, shaking. The next day, I skipped the shower, used the sink instead. That night, I heard water moving in the pipes. No rushing. Settling. The bathroom smelled damp. Laivadin. I avoided showering for 2 days. On the third night, I dreamed of standing in a deep pool. Water rising around me, while the walls leaned in, listening. I woke to the sound of dripping. The shower was running. I hadn't turned it on. Water spilled over the tub's edge onto the tile. The drain gurgled loudly, happily. I rushed in and screamed. The water receded immediately. The shower shut off. The bathroom fell silent. The old woman wasn't on the bench the next day. That night, I made a decision. I turned on the shower and stood inside without making a sound. The water rose fast. Ankle, knee, waist. I bit my lip hard to keep quiet. The water climbed higher. Chest, shoulders. The pressure was immense. The warmth suffocating. Just before it reached my neck, I spoke. No ludli. No paniqued. I'm still here. The water stopped rising. It hovered, trembling. Then it drained. Slowly, reluctantly, the shower shut off by itself. Now, when I shower, I talk. Nothing. No shoot. Juste talk. I tell the drain about my day, about my plans, about how tired I am. The water behaves as long as I do. But last night, my voice cracked, just for a moment. The water rose instantly, and I realized something terrifying. It isn't reacting to sound, it's reacting to certainty. As long as I sound like I belong, the drain lets me stay above it. And one night when I hesitate, when my voice falters to long the bathroom won't flood, it will fill. And I'll finally understand what the pipes have been listening for all this time.